What's happening, guys? Lawson here. This morning we're gonna start off throwing a top water, and I feel like it could potentially be pretty gnarly. There's a huge storm sitting off the coast right now, and so there is like a really good overcast condition, some light wind, like all my favorite things for throwing a big top water. So hopefully we can connect. Also, today's video is sponsored by Mystery Tackle Box. Now, if you don't know, Mystery Tackle Box is a subscription-based company that sends a box full of lures to your door every month. And you save a bunch of money because you get basically like close to a $40 value worth of lures for much cheaper for your subscription price. And also, if you've not joined Mystery Tackle Box yet, you can save a ton of money by checking out my link down below and joining up. It is how I get a large majority of my tackle and figure out new lures that I've never thrown before. Very, very cool. So we're gonna dig through a few of those. We'll throw some other stuff, but right now we're gonna start off throwing a top water. Holy boil. What the hell is that? It's gotta be a manatee. Oh gosh, a little tiny snook just... Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. That is most definitely the smallest snook I've ever caught on a 5-inch spook. Or a 5-inch top water. That is hilarious. I wonder if I can just shake them off right here. First fish of the morning. Sweet little baby boy. That is hilarious. We're throwing this top water trying to find a 40-inch fish. You know, that is legitimately the smallest fish I've ever seen eat a spook this size. Oh, I just moved a very big fish. I don't know if he was coming after my top water or if he just was spooking away from it or scaring away from it. I don't know, but right off that corner piling, huge wake. What I'm gonna do real quick, I'm gonna tie on a jerk bait and put it through this school of pilchards here. Ooh, chew. They're chewing. Okay. Alright, just pulled a jerk bait that I got out of my Mystery Tackle Box right here. I'm gonna throw it up in this school of pilchards, glass minnows, whatever they are, and work that up in there and see. We'll probably end up throwing this around some docks as well and just try to figure it out. Ooh, there's a fish on the glass, or the jerkbait. I feel like a jack. Or, yeah, it's a little jack. All right. That's basically all I needed to know, though, is that I could see these pilchards being busted up on. I'm sure there is some snook eating, oh gosh, like that. I'm sure there is some snook eating on them, but I could see stuff boiling around in the bait, and putting on this jerkbait is the perfect way to figure out what that's all about. Okay. Jack release, we're gonna pick that top water back up. All right, I'm just gonna flick shrimp around right here, an old tried and true method, and See if we can maybe find snook or something. Oh my gosh, I just got freaking hammered. I think there's like a a ton of snapper underneath this dock right here, or a little jack or something, because I've been hit like a few times in a row now. There's the fish. On the shrimp, only been throwing it for, oh my gosh, yes, the mutton snapper. That is freaking sick. That is awesome. I know it's not a big one, but I just get so stoked catching muttons inshore. Just absolutely one of the most beautiful snappers there are, man. So cool. Sweet. Been throwing shrimp for like 7 casts and caught a mutton. Not technically the targeted species, trying to find snook or something like that, but I am happy with muttons, honestly. It'd be really cool if you could find like some bigger ones inshore. Once they get around, I think 15 inches, to kind of head out to the reefs. Oh my gosh. Just absolute stack of behemoth snook right here. Like sweet criminy. There's a fish. Oh, another little mutton. Very cool. Apparently the shrimp is the new mutton destroyer. 2 muttons, 1 snook, and I've caught a few little tiny jack. I don't know if I'll even put in this video, but it's been an interesting morning. It'd be nice if we can catch a quality fish on this shrimp. But just catching some fish on this shrimp right here has got me really excited. I can't say too much about why, but just know the shrimp could be doing big things in a little bit here. We're gonna make a move right here. Weirdly enough, catching those mutton snapper, even though they're little, kind of got me jacked up and wanting to try to transition and do something different. So we're gonna make a little bit of a run here and go to an area where I think we're even more likely to catch more muttons, possibly some small black or gag grouper. And we're also gonna look for some triple tail and redfish while we're at it and do a little bit of sight casting. So we're kind of waiting for the tide to come in and some clear water start filling in. It's slowly doing it, but it's gonna take a little bit of time. But we are gonna make a run and see what else we can find. Now we're talking. Made a bit of a move, got some beautiful crystal clear water here. I mean, I can see greenies flicking around everywhere. I can see a school of sheep's head swimming up on this flat. Got a big giant fat manatee popping up right here in front of me. Life's good. Look at that old manatee. What is sheep's head following him around too? All right, currently cruising down a mangrove and dock line. Got some clear water. So we're definitely gonna try to be doing a little bit of sight casting, but we're also gonna blind cast just on these mangroves and different docks and stuff like that. Looking for red, snook, bonefish, sheep's head. I mean, really anything, honestly. Oh, jeez. That like touched the water and a snapper inhaled it. Ooh, there's a big schoolmaster right here. There it is. Oh, I freaking picked that schoolmaster snapper out of all those fish too. That was what I was hoping to do. That's beautiful. You know what? Today has not been full of big fish, but I think it's really cool when you can go out and catch. I've caught a mutton, a schoolmaster, and I caught a little lane snapper. And oh, jeez. Sorry, I wish I was gonna show him off more, but he's freaking. Better just toss him back in. Ooh, and I believe I do see a snook cruising over here. A snook cruising from this dock over here. I think it's cool when you can go out and catch some very interesting fish that you don't always get to catch, especially when they're beautiful and colorful. There is something going on over here. There's a few fish that I can't tell what they are. I'm like trying to get an eye on them, but they're kind of One's between the dock, one's on the other side of the dock. I have no idea what that was. I think it might have been a black drum, but just like a really little one. But it looks so weird. Here it comes again. You know, it definitely might be a little black drum. It's just like I never ever see them. So it's really, really interesting. I might have to tie on something really small and just set it up in there. Because it looks like he's just like nosing, rolling around in the mud. I don't think he's quite big enough to eat this shrimp. Oh my gosh. Multiple of those black drum I was looking at cruising right here. These ones are a little bigger. This is really cool, man. I can maybe count on one hand the amount of times I've seen black drum around here where I'm fishing, so it's just really cool. I would love to get one. Obviously black drum aren't I feel the easiest fish to get to eat in artificial, but we'll see. That's so great. I love just seeing diversity, honestly. I got this little crab lure, maybe I'll tie on super, super quick. That's right about their size. Actually, you know what I think I'll do? Put on this little mini shrimp. Black drum also hunt very, very much based on scent. So let's get it juiced up. Here they come. He's all over it. He's all over it. Come on. Oh my goodness gracious, he like turned on top of it, put his nose right over this tiny little shrimp. See? There he is. Oh! Yes! Yes, I can't believe that worked, making the change like that. That's so crazy. I really didn't even feel him bite. I was just seeing him, and I could see my shrimp really well, and I watched the shrimp disappear, and that's how I knew he ate it. Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome right there. Beautiful. This is, I couldn't even tell you the last time I caught a black drum, honestly. It's probably been over a year and a half or so. Oh, I see the other one cruising right there too. Really cool, man. It is a good one too. Like, obviously there's the juveniles and black drums get huge, but I'm very happy with this. And there's still, I actually see more now that I've landed this one, interestingly enough. Or that I've hooked this one. I don't know if there's a fish I'd be more stoked on catching today than that. Like, I will take this little 5-pound black drum over an upper 30-inch snook today. That is so cool. Like I said, I could not tell you the last time I caught one of these guys. Awesome. We're gonna hook him. That shrimp is right in the corner of the mouth. That is awesome. I know, I'm sure a lot of you guys have caught way bigger black drums than that, and I've caught some bigger than that as well, but to be able to sight cast one on an artificial underneath a dock in an area where I'm not kidding, I may have seen 3 black drum in my entire life. It's just something very, very special, and I could not be more stoked. And I saw those fish. I saw like 4 or 5 in the little school, and I threw at them over and over and over again, and they wouldn't eat anything. And I was like, okay, I have this tiny little shrimp. Let me try it. And I just let it sit still. And something I've noticed with black drum, that they don't want the lure hopping and bumping around. They want to pick it up dead off the bottom. And I just watched him swim over the shrimp and go and inhale it, and that's when I set the hook. Too cool, too cool. Creeping in real slow, see if I see any more black drum sitting up in here. Oh, I see another black drum. There you go. I actually see 2 of them. They're stirring up a ton of mud in here. It's interesting. They're doing what you think they should be doing, which is always nice when fish do that. There's a big school of black mullet that are just swimming in circles in here, and I know they're mixing up a ton of water. And the black drum are just hanging right on the edge of these mangroves here and just kind of poking their heads in and out and getting in the mix of all this mud. Oh my gosh, it's stuck in the freaking mangrove. I fricked that up big time. I wonder if you can see them just so I can show them to you. Those fish coming right at my boat right there. Those are 2 black drum. And I'm stuck in a mangrove. Isn't that serendipitous? And then there's those big black mullet that are kind of mixing it all up for them. Well, at least I got the sight cast one before I got snagged in the mangrove, I suppose. Alright, got the old prototype shrimp back on, and we're gonna keep cruising this mangrove line and see what we can find. It's been an interesting day of lots of different species, which I actually very much thoroughly enjoy. A good mix up from the classic snook and jack. The black drum definitely made today like so worth all of it. Like worth deciding to just, oh gosh, that freaking snapper hammered the bejesus out of it. Oh no, schoolmaster. Yeah, that black drum to me, he made this whole entire day worth it. Also, I've caught 2 tank schoolmasters, which is cool. They're very, very beautiful. Ooh. Big fish up here, cannot tell what it is. Looks like maybe a cuda cruising underneath the mangrove line. Nope, good snook. He's into it. Oh my gosh. Turn your head. I gotta blast him. Trolling motor, activate. Oh, I saw him too. Sight casted him. Nice snook. Not like outrageously huge, but good. Especially on this really light setup here. Oh, he just popped off. Son of a gun. It was like a 30-incher. Dang it. Oh, look how frayed that is. I had to put the sticks to him or I was going to lose him. That's just kind of the risk you run right there. Like, if he would have gotten the mangroves, I would have been cut off. Oh, that was good. All right. Got to retie. All right, retied. I know some keyboard warriors in the comments will be like, oh, you stuck that fish too hard. You could have kept him on. When that's happening, one, it's hard for you guys to see, but he was a 30 to 32 inch snook, like a really good sized fish, especially on the really light tackle like this. And you basically have 2 options in that situation. Either play him light and let him get in the mangroves and like try to feed him in and out of the mangroves or something like that, or you have to stick him and pull him away from the mangroves. And I would rather try to stick that fish and pull him away from him and pop a hook out like that than let him get up in the mangroves and break off. Because I just hate breaking fish off. Like, I just do not like leaving lures in fish's mouths. Like, it's just bad. If you can avoid it, it's a good thing to do. So in that situation, I'd rather put a hammer on that fish and risk the hook popping out like it did there, because I probably just didn't have like a super solid hook set, than breaking my line inside the mangrove and leaving, you know, this shrimp and possibly 5 feet of leader hanging out of them, you know. Just the way it goes. I won't lose any sleep over a fish like that though, even though it was a good one. There's the fish. Ooh, what do we got? What is this? It's a no, I can't tell what this is. Just a mangrove, I think. Okay. Oh gosh. That's a good sized mangrove. That would be a keeper mangrove, which is cool, I suppose, but I don't want to keep them. Beautiful. It's probably like a 12-inch mangrove. A little pup barking at me. I got a mutton. There we go. I was hoping to find another one of these boys. What a very strange day of fish catching it has been. Not complaining one bit. I'm actually quite grateful for this weird change of pace that we've had today of catching black drum and mutton snappers and big giant schoolmasters. It's been weird, but I'm having a ball. We are slowly winding down here, still just cruising along this mangrove and dock line, across this big crystal clear flat at the moment. Hoping we can maybe catch one more fish. We'll see. It's already been a pretty tremendous day. If I would have caught that good sized snook a little bit ago, I think today would have been kind of like unreal. Very random, but unreal. That would have been a really good kicker fish, but it's the way it goes sometimes. So, we'll probably fish 5-10 more minutes and call it a wrap because I've been out here for about 6 hours. Ooh, what is that? Oh my gosh, I have like a 3-foot cuda trying to eat this shrimp. Look at that freaking thing. What are you doing? All right, I'm over it. We're gonna head back in. I'll meet you guys back at the house. Sweet, back home at the house. Lately, every single video I'm basically ending like, well, that was weird, because that's really how it's been, and I've actually been kind of stoked on it. Every single day of fishing has been entirely different than the day before, and that's really cool. I mean, knocked a snook on a topwater, caught a handful of muttons, schoolmasters, and mangrove snappers, all on artificial shrimp. Sight casted a black drum. That is the first black drum I've ever sight casted in my home waters, and I've probably have caught 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 or 5 black drum on artificials before, and that was really the first time I truly have like sight casted one, and that was really cool and very, very kind of rare catch for the area I live in. So that was really, really special. And then catching a few more snapper, then finally popping off that nice sized snook. That would have been a really great fish to cap off the day, but that's life, that's how it goes. And like I said, I would rather try to put a hammer to a fish and keep him from going into the mangroves than leave 10 yards of line, drag him behind him. I would just feel guilty about that, you know. And thankfully, in my position, I've caught enough snook in my life where I'm not gonna fret about losing one, to be honest. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'll tell you what, doing some sight fishing has gotten me itching to do a little bit more and go chase after some redfish and maybe some more big black drum, or go try to find some bonefish. Anything I can sight cast, it's just fun. If you guys haven't done any sight fishing before, I would highly recommend doing some if you ever had the chance. It's just very visually engaging, and the whole entire time you're just so zoned into what's going on. It's really, really fun. Alright, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. That's all I got for you. Make sure you go check out that mystery tackle box link down below, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and leave some comments down below of what type of fishing videos do you want to see. Let me know those things. I love to hear them. That's it. I'm done. Until next time, get out there.